Philadelphia, 1895. The US Mint writes a ghost into the ledger, a tidy 12,000 Morgan dollars for circulation. And then, poof, they vanish. No bags in vaults, no coins in tills, no happy cherrypickers bragging for the next 130 years. Just proof coins. And a mystery. So then, what exactly happened in 1895? And why do collectors still call this date the king of the Morgan dollars? Well, first, the bedrock facts. The only 1895 P dollars anyone has ever actually seen are proof coins, 880 of them. To be exact, struck on polished blanks with mirrored fields and frosty devices. If you're holding an 1895p that isn't a proof, well, you're either dreaming or looking at an altered 1895 O or S with the mint mark filed away. And yes, sadly, that actually happens more often than you might think. But what about that stubborn mintage line from 12,000 business strike coins? Well, two big camps exist. Camp Melt says that the 12,000 coins were in fact made and then later fed to the furnaces under the Pittman Act of 1918, along with another 270 million of their cousins. Goodbye, ghosts. Camp Paper Error, on the other hand, counters that the bookkeeping was off, and those $1895 were actually leftover 1894 dated pieces, or at least perhaps even silver blanks that were accounted for in the 1895 accounting during a mid-year shakeup at the Philly Mint. One year-end report even footnotes that 12,000 as, and I quote, coined in 1894. Now, if you hear numismatists hum the Scooby-Doo theme right here, you wouldn't be alone. But wait, it was the 1894 dollar all along. Now, more recent research, and on a more serious note, by Roger Badet, nudges the needle towards Camp Melt, with some nuance at least. He managed to trace assay commission and mint records that confirm that the Philadelphia Mint did in fact produce 12,000 pieces for 1895 deliveries. But, and this is the crucial point, none were known to have escaped the later melting. So either way, our shelves today still hold only proof coins, which is why a complete date run of Morgan dollars forces you to pony up for a proof 1895. No business strike loophole in this one. No good enough circulation filler. There can only be one king after all. Anyway, so how do you keep from being haunted by a fake? Well, start with the edges. This is worth noting that the 1895 proofs have 179 edge readings. A genuine business strike coin would show a different count. Combine that with these squared rims, typically glassy fields, and ideally some cameo contrast, and you're on the correct spectral trail. And yes, plenty of these proofs did circulate as well. Depression-era budgets and sticky-fingered thieves have a way of turning jewels into workhorses after all. So you can see an honest-to-goodness worn 1895 proof coin, or, well, former proof, I should probably say. Just don't let smooth cheeks fool you into thinking that it's a long-lost circulation strike. So, compromised proofs do exist, like this proof 10 example graded by PCGS and sold at auction by Heritage for $40,800 in 2025. Doing a market check, we'd suggest bringing a strong paddle. The issue set a fresh auction record in 2024 when a Proof 67 Plus deep cameo green CAC bean and all sold at auction for $324,000 at Heritage's Long Beach sale, leaping well past the previous high water mark. luck, proofs in the low to mid 60s range can still carry eye-watering price tags because demand simply dwarfs supply. There simply aren't enough surviving examples to quiet the registry crowd. So then, the verdict on our phantom? There is a compelling case that the 12,000 coins in the books weren't what collectors imagined. Either they were 1894 pieces swept into 1895 accounting, or they met their end as bullion during the Pittman finance fiasco. Add in that the 1895 policy quirks, where silver dollars paid out only in exchange for gold, a response to the Panic of 1893, which absolutely throttled demand, and you've got a perfect conditions for a date that exists on paper but refuses to appear in a single coin today. The romance endures precisely because the coin doesn't. Only its mirrored finished proof cousins or brothers perhaps do. So if you're hunting for one, first of all, good luck, but some quick diagnostics to remind you of would be the edge reading, 179 for proofs, square rims, telltale mirrored fields. Don't rely squarely on wear patterns to judge strike. In short, the 1895p business strike is the great American coin that almost certainly never was, and the 1895 proof is the coin that every Morgan set, sooner or later, must face. Ghost stories don't usually come with this many footnotes. Feel free to watch another video about, say, the 1844 Little Orphan Annie dimes right here. Next, for the World Numismatic News, I am Numisman saying thank you for watching, keep collecting, and have a fantastic day.